Shops plays Sheik, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Saba plays Luigi.
Yeah, you've stuck with Luigi over the years.
I remember on the hub, like Luigi, I always pronounce it as Cava. Does you know any better?
Yeah, a lot of people do.
So Fox versus Luigi. What do you think about the stage choice, Dreamland? Not great for the Fox because it gives Luigi a lot of room to wave dash around, control space, and also if Fox isn't gimming Luigi, he's going to have a harder time killing. But
yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't like that he has such a long platform at the bottom, with which to play. That's no good for the Fox.
Yeah, it gives him room to run away, and even like little things like recharging the down B so he can get better recovery.
Good call.
Gives him room to do that.
Good call.
And also, if on the converse though, like with the large stage, if Fox can get a lead, and Luigi can't get those gives, he has a hard time getting to that top platform like Peach and those kind of slower characters.
Sure, but that's entirely dependent on the Fox deciding to use it to his advantage.
And getting the lead in the first place.
That too. But he could pull a West Balls and, sit top middle platform and ride it out, but most Foxes won't. That's the fact of it.
Pitch a tent and get some s'mores.
He could. He could if he wanted to, but I don't think we'll see it. Well, for one thing, because he's down.
Yeah.
But also, I think most players just don't have that kind of... You could call it discipline, or you could just call it, desire to be cheesy. Yeah. Depending on how you look at it.
And I think Wenz is very much of an aggressive player. He's not willing to wait. We've seen him. He's ran to the ledge and charged an up smash fully. That was a very hard read and hard commitment. And a more experienced Luigi could probably convert that into a stock off of the lag on the up smash. But Saba was playing safe on the ledge and not trying to get anything off that.
All right, sounds good. We have a conversion opportunity here. It's still live, but the Fox able to get the angle to jump on. Now he's on. Now he's adding percent.
Yeah, Luigi really needs to take advantage of Fox with no double jump, because the double jump opens up the opportunity to either sweep spot the ledge with either forward B or up B, or go high and go for a platform.
It's all about that conversion. I mean, hey, we have commentators. We said it before, but it's not about hitting your opponent. It's about taking stocks.
And it's about making those hits that, like, players like Armada and Mango are so good at making those stray hits, like a random forwarder, into a stock. Armada always says the way to get better is to, work on your punish scheme and make sure you're getting the maximum benefit out of every hit. Especially in a matchup Luigi versus Fox, when you have the ability to death combo Fox. That's critical. It's going to match up.
Sure. Well, kind of like we were talking about with commentators. I mean, let's think about what the end goal is. Let's think about what perfect is and then work towards it. Perfect is every opening you get turns into a kill. Every hit you get eventually turns into a kill. Do you remember that article PP wrote? I don't know if it was an article, but just a bit he wrote about how, let's say Armada can kill you and, it's 10 openings, but you get a kill in 20 openings. That's how he wins matches. It's not even so much about the ability to win the neutral game, it's just what you do when it happens. So if any new players are watching out there, that's really what you should focus on.
And just like when you're playing those kinds of players, you have to win the neutral so much more. If he's death touching you every stock, and you're only getting 2 or 3 hits, you have to win the neutral that many more times to make your hits count more than his death stocks.
Yes, thank you. That's exactly what PP's point was. Thank you. Exactly how much harder do you have to work?
Mm-hmm.
You got to outsmart him twice as many times if you're not converting.
And when we have these tournaments, especially like on a Friday when you worked all day, there's a lot of visual sitting glitch
tomfoolery.
There's a lot of just mental energy that goes into playing these games for this long, especially deep into bracket. This should be a kill on the Fox, right, on the Luigi from the Fox. These Foxes are kind of getting good at scouting on double jumps, and I feel like a lot of players, like when I was in the Midwest, a lot of them were hurting the double jumps by the ledge, and so I got them with neutral airs. And if you have a player or a character like Luigi or Marth whose strength is vertical recovery, just nearing them out of their double jump gets them so many early kills. And Fox can do that with Shine, and it sends them down and out, which is problematic. Those kind of vertical angled characters like Luigi and Marth.
For sure. So while I've been talking, I cannot believe that the Fox has come back so well. Now, Luigi is still up now by a little bit of percent, but it's anyone's game.
Yeah, it's 17%. That's a couple lasers and a back air.
It is. Although, like you said, Wenz is so aggressive. He's just going.
And I think Luigi is kind of one of those characters that kind of punishes that. Your instinct is to hit him as much as possible, but you go in and you just get mirrored for it because he gets out of stun so easily. Oh, that was some not great DI on that back row.
That was just death wish DI.
Yeah, that was some West Coast.
Crazy. Well, match 1 to Luigi.
I think like playing against Luigi really teaches you to rein in your instincts. Like Foxes will up throw up air, but Luigi will snare you out of it. So you wait and bait out the up air and just kind of up tilt it or back air it. And that way you're not getting punished for your own aggression.
Sure. Punished for going for things that you know in your heart of hearts you can't get. It's just muscle memory. Once I up throw, I go for an up air. But we know it's not going to work. It's not going to work on a Luigi. Let's not go for it.
I remember Caveman, when he would play Fox, he would just mix up his throws. It's like you would think he would up throw you, but he'd back throw you near the ledge, and you'd like try to nair or double jump out of it, and you just shine for it. I feel like a lot of new school players don't kind of have those kind of mix-ups. They go for whatever's optimal. And so then they get kind of stuck in the rut and they don't really adapt quickly.
Sure. Well, we're so technical that it's kind of a battle of who can be more optimal.
How many buttons you can press.
Yeah, it's true. So we did see there that Luigi had, we'll still call it a self-destruct, but it didn't even seem influenced by the Fox. It seemed entirely independent.
It's like an unforced error in tennis.
Yeah, he ran all the way on the left side and just kind of lost his stock. And now he's looking pretty good. He's doing some damage.
He's getting a lot of mileage out of wave dash in and down smash because it covers both sides of Luigi and it also pops Fox up. So we can hit him with a nair, forward air, or just another down smash at lower to mid percents.
And the Fox's reaction to avoid that may be to jump, but as you were saying, if we use both jumps, then we're extremely vulnerable, and we're exactly where Luigi wants you to be.
Yeah, Fox is a little easier time because he can go just straight horizontal or one of those like 360 angles on the Firefox. But I feel like Luigi's they just wait, like his back air, because like, they have so much coverage with those double legs in the back. But Luigi's pulled in the lead here on what is traditionally a Fox counter pick because of the low ceilings. Every time this tree stage comes up, I think of your match with Ken.
Do you?
The saddest day of my life. Like,
well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a pretty sad day for me as well.
Because the tree spawns like right in the middle. Fox can grab you from that top platform and up throw up air floaty characters like Luigi and Peach, and you can die at 47. Like
you die so low. It's unreal. Using the stage. I mean, this and Fountain of Dreams are two more volatile stages that are still legal.
And that was really nice on the angle of the up B. He avoided the first aerial, but Luigi can just throw out aerials one after the other. And so if you have to really make sure you're avoiding his range. It's not that great, but he can just do really quick aerials. You think you've dodged one, you get hit by the second one.
It's a good exercise in discipline.
A lot of self-control goes into fighting Luigi. And there's low percent kills, 92 from a weak nair into an up smash. Fox can carry those float air characters like Peach and Luigi and the Marios into an up smash, and that's deadly on these kind of stages. Like there, we saw Wenz do a falling up air, and he went immediately for another one. We knew the Luigi was going to nair him out of it.
Certainly. There's no world in which he would have gotten that second up air.
Luigi was like at 14. Like
a good chase from that Fox though to get the grab. Okay, conversion opportunity, just not picking up the up B.
Yes, Cava really committed to covering that high option, and Wenz fast fell after the Firefox, so he's able to kind of weave underneath. So I think Wenz is going to kind of press advantage and kind of laser and just play safe now. There's no reason to go in because Luigi can just slap you off.
Like with a falling up air in the middle of the stage, for example. But he hasn't been punished for it. He's been getting away with these things.
Oh, there's almost. I feel like Luigi was not in stun enough, and those you really have to attack these off the rock. Like otherwise, you just end up in that weird corner, and you can just get stage spiked easily with those kind of linear recoveries like Fox. But it was a good solid 2 stock by the Fox.
Yeah, and interesting match. Okay, so we see it's 1-1, and to my knowledge, perhaps the first third match we've seen on the stream.
And so we have the FT pick here, and Wenz switches to Doc, which is one of his original characters, possibly to avoid the heavy punish game of Luigi. Because without platforms, if Fox gets hit and misses attack, that's bad news bearish for Fox there.
Agreed, and I think he was anticipating it too. I think he knew if he took it to game 3, he'd get an FT counter pick, and then that he would want to go Doc.
And here Doc has a better projectile than Luigi, and he kind of plays the same game, that kind of in and out with the wave dashes. Doc's is obviously shorter, but he does have better kill. He can do the same style games from Luigi, and Luigi can't really do that back. And I feel like Doc has maybe some setups on Luigi. He can at least pill into a smash, and I feel like Luigi's going to have to work harder to get kills.
Well, that's absolutely true.
And he can kind of keep him honest with his wave dash in down smash shenanigans, which his Fox really couldn't do, because he can do the same thing back to him.
Sure. Well, kind of like we were saying, for me, this is a great example of when two players can't just compete for who's most optimal. This is a battle of wits.
Especially when the punish game is less, it's going to be more about a lot of neutral game interactions and just kind of poking each other to death.
Yeah, and right now, Big Wenz has that.
He's taking a big lead.
Yeah, a sizable lead. Again, considering the characters, I'd say this is a huge lead. Because if Cava's going to come back, he has to do it slowly. He's not going to do it toward a forest. He's not a fox.
He has to be Sisyphus and roll that boulder up the hill without it rolling back down on top of him.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Big Wenz, actually. I didn't see this coming, this reversal, after the first couple stock of the first game. I thought we had seen it, but he seems like he's in control. He seems confident.
He really sees one more hit to secure his 2-stock lead. And he can just kind of keep throwing out those neutral airs. Dr. Mario's his sex kick or his neutral air, it gets stronger the longer it's out. So if he throws it out halfway across the stage and the Luigi kind of wave dashes in and gets hit by the last part of it, it's going to be really, that's going to kill Luigi at this percent.
That's a good bet.
And Doc also has the cape, which Luigi does not have. The cape will kind of reflects Luigi. If he comes in with like a missile or a really readable recovery, he needs to get turned around. And Luigi is another one of those like vertical reliant characters. He has to conserve all his horizontal momentum, and getting just hit out of his momentum really causes problems for his recovery.
Luigi just seems like he has no answer for when the Doc is coming back.
Yeah, I feel like he should get bait out the cape and then just back air for it, or maybe even like a reverse up air, sort of like almost like a Pikachu, just kind of like just sending him out. Because if he goes for something really obvious like a forward air, the Doc can just cape it and nothing's gonna happen. What I like to do versus the caping the Mario Brothers is just like jump up there with a back air. Because with Peach, he'll cape it, but he'll still get hit by it. I don't know if Luigi's will function the same way, but I think it might. Maybe neutral air. It doesn't matter what side you hit on it, but it could just send him back towards the stage.
And we see the two Mario Brothers here on the same stock, but Luigi with way more percent. And I mean, see Big Wenz and his Doc having been the more dominant player in the match so far.
Oh, there's the cape.
There's the cape. That's gonna do it.
I guess it's technically called the Super Sheet. I think it has a bit more range horizontally than the Mario's cape. He was able to sneak under the ledge and really kind of turn it around.
Ooh, getting that damage. Good damage. 41% so far.
And both Luigi and Doc kind of rely on this kind of wave dash in and jab to down smash. And so they're both going for the same thing. And if Wenz is just a bit faster, it's going to be some problems for someone who's trying to come back like Cava is. Because not only can he just stand there and jab you, he can just short uphill. And Luigi has to kind of maneuver around that.
Sounds like Big Wenz employing some pills here as well. Now that he's up, creating some distance between him and Luigi. Seems effective. I'll take a strong down air, and that's going to kill him. Okay.
Yeah, Cava did not have the...
Unbelievable. That's going to do it. A miscue.
Just pressing up B the wrong way, and...
All right, we're going to lose Duck. Missed up Hart. He's going to go play his winner's round matchup. I think I'll probably stay on to commentate it, give you a little bit of Peach insight as well. We're getting deep into the winner's round bracket, so the matches are starting to get good. Starting to get a little more high stakes, getting to the point where we're not so far from having money on the line. And DOH is going to play the Dr. PP lookalike, the friend of my former commentator Red and protege of as well. That Falcon we saw, that was very sharp. So Falcon versus Peach, interesting matchup. I'd say all things considered, probably even. I'd say probably 50-50 right down the middle. Some days one has the advantage over the other. Peach can chain grab. Captain Falcon can, need a grab. So we can see the punish game as being very strong, but I'd say character-wise it's even.